guys, how's it going? I wanted to do a little thing on the energy right now that I've really been feeling. It's really kind of shifted. It was really, it still is, it's really elemental, but I've just been finding since April, maybe about the 10th or so, yeah, it's just past week and a bit. It's been the energy has really shifted for me, and I'm not sure if you guys are experiencing this as well, but I was really feeling that Fae energy, like hardcore March for sure. And now into April, I'm actually feeling a change, still elemental, but to dragon energy. And I'm seeing it everywhere, like dragons, and I go into meditation and I'm seeing dragons. I'm experiencing like this heat in it's kind of in between the solar plexus and heart chakra. It's like a heat that kind of builds up in this area, and feeling really like feisty and strong, and just kind of it's a quite a strength behind this energy. So it's really cool. I've never really worked with dragon energy this much before, so this is kind of new for me, and it's quite the experience. It's really cool. Yeah, it's raw, basically. Like, that's the best way I could put it. I wonder if this lighting would be better. Hey, that looks better. It was really dark. It's starting to get nighttime, so things are getting a little bit crazy. Not really. It's actually calming down. But, yeah. I even noticed today, I went on my feed and I listened to Fade to Black. I don't know if you guys listened to him. I think his name was Jimmy Church. And he's really, awesome. And I really, enjoy he does like interviews, and it's like kind of ET slightly, but also metaphysical. So if you haven't heard of Jimmy Church, Fade to Black, check it out. It's really good. You know, the first bit, he kind of does his own spiel, and then after the first break, because he does these little kind of commercial things, after that first break, then he brings on who he's interviewing. So if you ever want to skip past that part, you can that way. So, but I've been doing a lot of fairy images, so I've still been doing that, but I've switched over to doing dragons as well. And I even had orders for dragon mugs. That was like another thing too. It was really crazy. I don't know if that kind of kicked it off maybe for me. Might have. But yeah, I even had a dragon order for a crystal mug, so I did that. I'll post a picture on here so you can see what it looks like. And then I got like a whole bunch of other orders for dragon mugs, so it's just like kind of grown. So we have a whole bunch of those to fill now too, so it's really awesome. It's great for the business, and you know, it helps us to be able to do what we love to do, because honestly, it's not easy. It's not easy having your own business. So yeah, it's yeah, there's trials and tribulations, I guess you could say. Like for me, I'm not working. Like, this is what I'm doing for work. So, you know, doing the readings and doing art, and we do ceramics. But Daryl, my husband, he throws the pottery, so he does a lot of the forms. I do a little bit, like the pinching, but yeah, so he throws it, and then I do a lot of the carving as well. So we kind of, it's like a dual nature there. We do it together. So I did this dragon for a friend of mine, and she loved it, and then she posted, and then a whole bunch of people ordered. So yeah, it's really cool. But here's one of the dragon pictures I just did. It's actually going to be for the deck I'm creating, the Creatures from Within Tarot. So I'll show you to you this way. And then, oh yeah, you're getting actually a pretty good, decent view of it. So I got these new pencil crayons. I'm just loving them. And so I used pencil crayon for this. It's on a bristle board, so it's kind of like a thicker paper. So we used pencil crayon. I also used like a, it's called Canty crayon. It's kind of like a chalk type of, it's chalky. It's like pressed chalk basically. And like the way I used it for this picture is that you just take like your scissors, the one side of it, like a half blade, and just kind of scrape it, and then you use a Q-tip and take a little bit and then smudge it on, that kind of thing. And then so once I had this all done in that Canty crayon to give that softness, that soft quality, I then went in and refined it. You can see, like, you know, yeah, refined it with the pencil crayon. So I thought it turned out really nice. So this is my Mother of Pentacles. I think I'm going to do kind of like the Wild Unknown, where there's mother, son, daughter, father. I'm going to do the court cards that way because I find it's much more current to our system nowadays. So why would I put king, queen, and all that jargon? It just doesn't really make that much sense for life right now. For me anyways, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, so this is that dragon energy coming out, and it's been really crazy. Sorry, I'm really tired now. I didn't realize how tired I am, but I am. It's been a busy day. I was working on a fairy riding a rooster. It's really cute. And the person that wanted it, she said, "Oh, I'm really seeing like a teal rooster." I'm like, "Okay, teal rooster, all right." So I did that with a splash of some other colors too. So it's really cute, and I'll put it on here too so you guys can see it, but it's not really dragon energy. But that dragon energy is really great. And one thing I heard about it in the Fade to Black interview that just came out today, you know, she was talking about how dragon energy is there for it's kind of like as protection. Like they're really great protectors. They're also really good for kind of almost like calling people out on their bullshit and on their crap, and you know, and even for you to see what your crap is and your own bullshit, and just kind of saying, hey, like, you know, smarten up basically, and get real. So yeah, it does bring up that feisty nature. So, you know, when you're working with that dragon energy, buyer beware. You know, things are gonna get dug up basically, but it's good that you're visiting those shadow aspects of the self, because you know, it's not good to suppress those things. So it's good to kind of work through them and allow them to surface and process and go through the motions of those feelings and those thoughts. And you know, each time they come up, you know, you might get a little bit better, or you might get some new insight in those areas. So that dragon energy is really being powerful. So yeah, I definitely recommend it, but it's one that I never really wanted to look at. I kind of avoided the dragon energy. It came up for me before, like this is months ago, maybe even a couple of years ago, the opportunity, I think, to work with dragons, because I was seeing them in while I was in meditation. I could see their image coming up. And that's often how spirit works with me. I'll see, like, I must be clairvoyant, because I see the being, and sometimes they'll come up to me and give me a hug or do different things that way, or you know, I can feel them touch my face, and so it's a really different experience. But I remember seeing the dragon and going, ah, reptilian. So right away I was like, no way, I don't want it, reptilian. So you know, get away. But I've really, I think, come to terms with that. And part of it is I had a dream once where I was actually, I think, some type of big taily being that might have had scales. I'm not sure. You know, I could have been a reptilian. It might have been me. I'm not even sure. I didn't see what my face looked like. But, you know, I think after that point, it was kind of like, well, you know, it's quite possible that that energy is part of me. And seeing also the dragon, it's a separate thing from reptilians. I believe so anyways. I see the dragon energy more like wisdom keepers, more elemental, like the fae. They kind of go hand in hand with the fairies. So I really see them as a separate thing, not so much alien. I see them more as these energetic type beings, very wise, you know, and they can help you out with, you know, their knowledge of the universe and consciousness and you know, plowing through your own crap again, right? But by doing that, you're raising in consciousness and awareness and inner knowing and understanding of yourself and your being. So, yeah, that's really cool energy, anyways. And when this picture came through, you know, the softness, and I think this was really important about this picture as well, is the softness of the eyes. If you can see, like she's female, obviously, and she's so warm, and I really wanted to portray that, at least in my first image of dragon, is to show that warmth that, you know, dragons don't have to be scary. They can be warm and motherly and protectors, and there's an element of nurturing and motherhood behind this as well. So, and I really felt that about when these images of these dragon beings just recently came up. They didn't feel fierce, like they didn't feel like, there is a fierceness, there's a strength behind them, but it wasn't like scary. It was fairly calm. I felt really good. It wasn't low vibration. It was more of a higher, mid to high vibration. So yeah, so I really wanted to bring that aspect through with this type of being. So I think it came through successfully anyways. So anywho, I thought I would do just this little update and kind of share where I'm at and what I'm doing and what's going on and energy that I'm feeling, because, you know, I think collectively, I think we go through a lot of the same things. So I find these, like when I hear other people talking about the energy that they're feeling, these energy updates, I find it really actually important, because a lot of the times we can relate. So how have you been feeling? Have you been feeling that fierceness, that strength, that internal strength to be able to speak your will as well? You know, I think that's a lot of what's going on right now, and also facing those inner demons, those inner fears, and being confronted with them right now. Yeah. So, and you know, with that also comes more of, not so much an out there kind of extroverted energy. It's more, I've been feeling more introverted and really focused. So yeah, hope you guys are well, and I'm curious if you guys have been feeling the same kind of energy, so let me know in the comments below, and we'll talk to you later on the next one. Goodbye.